Okay, so if we can turn to page 140, we start our new section today. I told you that I will type out your corrections and give you a copy so that you can study your mistakes compared to the corrections by yourself. So we can move on to today, right? Page 140, 140. The key word there says that a percentage, percent, means out of 100. And the symbol for percentage is the dot and the slash and the dot. So how my teacher taught me when I was your age to remember that if, for example, your number is, you got, say for example, you got 68% for your test, right? It's written like this, 68%. And what that means is that it's 68 over 1, 0, 0. It's not, that's not how they came up with the symbol, but that's how my teacher taught us to remember it. So the percentage sign means that it's the number over 100, always over 100. So even if your number is a decimal like 68,75%, it means that it's 68,75 out of 100. That means I got 68 marks out of 100. Or I got 35 marks out of 100. And if we want to calculate in percentages, it's important to get your denominator, because this is a fraction, isn't it? This part here is a fraction. If we want to work out the percentage, it means we must always get our denominator to be 100. Whether we are multiplying, whether we are dividing, we are always working to get this denominator out of 100. So for example, the test I gave you, the maths test, or the maths test coming up, don't close. The maths test I gave you is out of 50, right? And then Judea comes and she hits us with a 49 marks out of 50. Right? We need to calculate the percentage. What percentage did she get for me to add into the database, the report? So I need to get this denominator to be out of always 100. Your denominator for percentage has to always be right. So what do I do to this 50 to make it 100? Loazi? I can times it by 2. But remember, when we did fractions, we know that what we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. Right, so I can say times 2 over 2 gives me? 98. Good job, 98 over, which is equals to 98%. Let's take another example. So, the test was now out of 25 marks, right? And Menentle got 20 out of 25. I need to calculate Menentle's percentage for the report. So I need to get my denominator to be Zikalala? Excellent. How do I get from 25 to 100? Chiso? Right. So I times 4, I times 4. I never leave this one alone. What I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. So what is 20 times 4? 80. Okay. And 25 times 4? So what is Menentle's percentage? 80%. 80%. Not difficult at all, isn't it? And we thought, oh, we're doing percentages, we're going to die. It's really one of the simple sections. And then, if say for example now, the test was out of 500. Right, you're writing your matric exam, life sciences, hundreds of essays in there, lots of multiple choice questions, and the test is out of 500. That means the total for the test, right, is out of 500. And then Megan gets 300 out of 500. She lost 200 marks, right? So how do I get this one to be out of 100?
Divide by 5.
I divide by 5. Right? So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 5 goes into here 100 times, and 5 goes into 300? 60? Isn't it 60 times? 5 goes into 30 6 times, and then the 0. So what is my percentage? My percentage is 60%, but I got 60 out of 100, which is 60%. But my actual score was 300 out of 500. Yes, Musa? So if the test is out of 30, okay, that's a good question. So it's not as straightforward as multiplying by a simple number and adding by a simple number. So when if I give you a project and it's out of 30, right? And the child got maybe say 25. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to get, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the tuck shop is gone. Thank you. So I have 25 marks out of a test that's 30. Right. What do I do? Essentially, what I want is a total out of 100. Right. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the mark that I got. So let's write a formula here, right? The mark that we got divided by the total. So it will be 25 divided by 30. And then when I get this answer here, I multiply it by 100. So that's if your denominator is not straightforward. If it's an odd number like Musa's one, 30, 65, 12, you take the mark that you got, you divide it by the total, and then you multiply it by 100. Okay, yes, Luazi? Because I have brackets. Because in BODMAS, your brackets come first, isn't it? So that's why I can swap it. But if there were no brackets there, then I will do my multiplication first. BODMAS, no. Division still comes first. Okay, yeah.
So now, for that one, if it's 25 divided by 30,
Yeah.
you would say 1.
It's not 1. You will have to use your calculator there. Take out your calculators, try it. Oh, because I told you don't bring your calculators. Very good. It's fine. When I'm stopped recording, I'll show you on my calculator on my phone, right? So for this type of one where it's complicated, I will let you use your calculator. You got your calculator, Musa? Calculate it for us. 25 divided by 30. Say it for me.
0.8.
Okay, so keep that number on your screen and then say times 100 there.
83%.
Okay, so it's 83%. Okay, so Monday you can bring your calculator. Everybody say bye, have a good weekend to your friends.
Bye, Sport Hello.